And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Let's try it out, buddy. Yeah, we are live from Austin, Texas. First show in Austin, Texas. It is June 1st. The boys pulled it off. Shout out to Brian, Chin, and Casey. We got it done, baby. It's still a work in progress, but we got enough to do a show today. Got Firing the Kid later today, so we're up and running, man. It's been a beast, having this whole thing come together. So it's bare bones right now, but we got a lot more to add. We're on the second level of the studio now. Below is, they're coming. Will be 2 bent pack car lifts. We'll have a whole kind of thing down there for all that drive fast, all gas stuff, storage for the whips. So then upstairs is all podcasts. So that's what we're trying to do, dude. Might be a little echo because we have high ceilings. We'll figure it out as we go. We will figure it out, man. Life in Austin. I got here last Thursday. I left on Wednesday at like 5 a.m. Got in Thursday. Yeah. It was it's a drive. 20 hours. And T was all about it. He's like, I love road trips. But he's been on like 8-hour road trips, 9 hours, 20 hours. By hour 12, he's like, dude. I'm like, hey, this is what you signed up for, dude. This is what you signed up for. So we made it, though, man. We made it. Doesn't feel real yet. Today it kind of felt a little real because I'm all about routine. So I went to the gym here. Still trying to find my gym. I don't think I found the gym I'll be going to, but it's a gym. Again, compared to LA, no traffic. I mean, the gym I went to was downtown. I went there, zero traffic. I mean, it's 5 a.m., of course, and then when I came back at 7, zero traffic. Because I was like panicking because I was on the treadmill at the end there, and I was like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna hit rush hour. I'm so screwed because I'm used to LA. Nothing. Like, this is weird. It's weird, dude. Weather doesn't bother me yet. I like it hot. I do great in the humidity. I don't mind it yet. But I heard next month is when it gets toasty. I know, I hear. I don't care. I like it hot. What, do you not like to sweat? Stay indoors. That's what AC's for. Hit the ground running with the kiddos. I'll be fine. Wife will be fine. Chin, Case, we'll all be fine. We're grown adults. I'm just worried about the kids moving. So Basti's young. He's whatever. He'll be fine. Billy doesn't, we could be in Iraq. We could be in Ukraine. She's like, what? She's 1. She doesn't give a shit. But T, I have to leave all his homies behind, the baseball behind. So the only thing I know, when I was a kid that got me over any of that stuff was focus on sports. So he started this Marachi elite baseball camp today. Hit the ground running. He's there right now. I got to pick him up after this. So he has his baseball camp all this week. Following week he has football camp. And then the last 2 weeks of June he has baseball camp. And then he has tryouts for his team. He has tryouts for 2 teams. So we'll see. See how these Texas boys stack up to the Cali boys. Took the kiddos to the University of Texas Longhorns baseball game. They're in the playoffs right now for the NCAA. Them boys are good. Have you guys been to a college baseball game? I prefer college baseball over pro. I like both. I love college baseball, how hard they try. It's just as pure as it gets. These little bastards went yard several times. Some dude had a grand slam. And it's not a huge stadium. It's not big at all. So it's nice. So there's no bad ticket. Merch is lit. Food was super lit. Way better than like Dodger Stadium. Yeah, it was fun, man. It's fun. College baseball, it's finest. Kiddos loved it. So just feeling it out, man. Feeling out this Texas life. Got to find my gym. Got to find the bros. I need to find the meatheads. If you know the meathead gym, let me know. So where I went today was not it. Not it. I went, I'm going to cause problems here. Meaning, I deadlift and bench, man. There are a lot of machines, and there's cold towels and like lemon water. I'm like, this isn't. You don't have chalk? No. All right. I'll figure it out. So we get it going, though, man. We get it going. I'm I'm curious how long it's take Callan to find the studio today. So Fire Kid will probably be late, even though he's up the street. So that's fantastic. That's our life. What'd you guys do? You guys got in what, Friday?
Yeah.
And you're here till
Thursday?
Yep.
And then Jim, when do you move out here? I'm confused. Why haven't you found a place yet?
I'm literally looking for. I've been looking for spots, but I couldn't find any spots. But tomorrow at 12:30, there's a real estate person help me find a place to
Take you
just
around.
rent. Just rent for
Till you learn the lay of the land.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yep. So doing that tomorrow. Yeah.
So then, but until you find one, you're gonna pull the cow and fly back and forth.
That's
every
all
week?
I can do. Yeah. I don't.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, what if I can't find a spot? Like, what can you do?
You could find one though, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't want a piece of crap spot either.
You're looking for like a rental for like a year.
At first, me and my brother were looking for.
Yeah, I
an
remember
actual
you said
place,
that.
But it didn't work out. So I'll just look to rent a spot.
Your brother's
At
like,
least
nah,
a
I'm
spot.
good, man. Dirty. It's always weird when you come to a new place because, I have my routine in LA. I got all my spots I go to. I do everything. And when you're starting fresh, it's weird, man.
So weird.
Like I was driving today. I'm like, is that a good coffee shop? I guess I'll go in there. And you go and you're like, this ain't it. You just got to keep trying.
Yeah, but then once you find that one, you're like, I got my spot.
Money.
And you get your gym.
I found a good taco place. That's about it. I just been grilling a lot. Yeah, I'll figure it out, man. It's weird. It's like you're the new kid in school. The neighbors, this is weird. Like everyone, Rogan talks about this, like how pleasant everybody is here. And, I wake up early, so I was walking the neighborhood yesterday with the pup, and I see, it's not a huge area. There's like 10 homes where I'm at. So I see a guy walking, so clearly he's part of the neighborhood. And I go, morning, which is rare for me. I usually have my headphones on, just keep going. I go, morning. He goes, morning. It's going to be a great day. And I thought, oh, fuck's he got going on? What do you mean? What do you got going on? What do you got going on? You going to a game or something? What, did you win the lotto? What's so great about today? That's just how they are, though, And then the neighbors threw like a block party for us when we got there. My wife told me, like, what? For what? She's like, just the news of the neighborhood. I'm like, that's so weird, man. Everyone's super nice. Then they invite me over for drinks, and they're playing. This you would fit in better. They had drinks. They're drinking whiskey, and they're playing. What's the golf game where you slide the
Golden Tee.
Golden Tee? He's like, whiskey, Golden Tee. All the boys are over.
What?
I put, nah, man. It's 9 o'clock, Doc. It's 9 o'clock, bro. What do you mean? Tomorrow's Monday. What you talking about? Yeah. I was like, oh, no, man, I don't drink. But once they find out I don't drink, because then they stop hitting me up. That's how it goes. You don't want to bring a guy who's sober around while you and your buddies are having fun. I'll tell you what didn't help my Austin expedition is that UFC fight night. God, dog, could we put a little effort in? That's the worst one I've ever seen. That's the worst card I've ever seen. From technical glitches to just half-assing it on the UFC's end. I get it. The TV rights deal is up, but it seems like with all the gossip that I hear with their TV right deals, ESPN's really the only home for them. Like Netflix is like, nah, man. The word is Netflix said, we want everything and boxing. So we're not going to give you $1 billion for just UFC. It has to be TKO. So you have to do your UFC schedule, and we need the big 4 cards of boxing TKO. So I don't know how that's going to work out. So I heard UFC might have overstepped there, asking for $1 billion. And there's not too many places they can go. Seems like I bet they go back to ESPN. They might do a deal with Amazon. Or maybe Amazon's kind of set too. I don't know. There's not a lot for them. But the word is Netflix wants TKO boxing, like 4 big big cards on there a year, and big UFCs. So they're asking for a lot for $1 billion. So we'll see. But the point is if you're Netflix, if you're Amazon, if you're Apple, who's not in the game, I'm just saying these main streaming companies, and you watched Saturday Night Fight Night, you'd be like, oh, what? What the fuck? Billy, you out of your mind for that? Technical glitches up the fucking wazoo. Your main event doesn't even come out. The whole card's boring as shit. I don't know what that was. It's such a shame. It's a shame. Dustin Jacoby, who I love, he got the job done. But outside that, get the fuck out of my face, man. The whole thing was garbage. And it's not like the main event. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. But, I'll watch it. I'll take it on a Saturday night, new house. All right, let's put on some UFC. Boy, it ruined everything. And the main event, they didn't even know what to do. They didn't know what to do. This is 100% a side effect of cutting weight. She had seizures in the back. There's nothing else, kids. That's it. Having seizures because she cut so much weight, trying to rehydrate, and then, her body starts seizing up. And I would imagine she wanted. Wait, what's this?
This is from before. She pulled out of like two or three fights, and then it's always like a medical thing.
So Barbara had a near-death experience involving combination pneumonia, strep throat, and a staph infection. That'll do it.
But that's before.
Yeah.
So and this time there was seizures, but you said it most likely is from weight cutting, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're the UFC, it's a liability because let's say she had a seizure and she's like, oh, I'm okay. And if let's say she had a seizure inside the octagon, enjoy that.
Yeah.
Oh, and your TV right deal negotiation right now, and that happens, they're like, no. There's only 30 people watching anyway. It's not like some huge card. Poor Maycee Barber, though. Heart goes out there. She goes, not what I had planned for Sunday post. Thank you to everyone for the prayer support. P.S. My life is not messy. This is just a bad hand. We will get to the bottom of it and be back.
And that's in response to.
And she missed weight too, right?
Yep, she missed a half. By the way, that's another weird thing. So she missed by half a pound, and there's this influencer guy that said like he noticed that she got breast implants. She got breast implants.
Go back to that last picture. Huh. She definitely did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust that influencer.
And there's her getting carted away.
Yeah, it's a tough gig. Yeah, I don't know if breast implants are going to be 0.5 unless you got some like triple G's. Yeah. That would be awesome. Right?
As a fighter, yeah.
She just came out just huge knockers, y'all. Oh my God. She'd be the most followed athlete in the UFC. What did Erin say?
She's a mess. She says she doesn't
We can
ever
play-
want to
we
fight
can
her
play
again.
this.
Yeah, but it's a little long, but okay, I'll just play it.
Said she's a mess.
I guess I jinxed myself. I guess I shouldn't have been saying that. I feel like I'm still pretty in disbelief right now. I feel like I was in disbelief yesterday when she missed weight because we knew about this fight since January. You could have been 50 pounds overweight and still made weight. You know what I mean? So she missed weight. Then she gets to Saturday. She gets to the locker room. I'm fully ready to go. She's supposed to be ready to go. Supposedly now she has like all these health issues right when we're supposed to fight. I think it's pretty crazy, pretty unprofessional. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight her again.
No, I wouldn't either.
I was told she had a seizure in the locker room. I don't know like how or why exactly that was caused, but that's what I was told. I mean, when she missed weight yesterday, I definitely thought that was strange. I mean, I didn't care. I was going to take her money. I would have took her win money tonight too, but I remember they said 6 minutes, and I was like, this feels like a lot longer. Like it didn't feel like 6 minutes. No one said anything until like Hunter came in and told me, that she was having a seizure and that she wouldn't be able to compete. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's almost like a nightmare kind of thing. You almost, when you have jitters, you're like, oh, maybe something will happen. The fight won't happen, but you never want that. You know what I mean? It's, it's pretty disappointing. I don't know. She needs to look at another division. She needs to fix her life. She needs to just fix herself. I think she's a complete mess in every aspect of her entire life.
Yeah, she has every right to go off. I mean, what? The entire camp? And she just pulls out to this bullshit? And she missed weight? It's going to be tough for her, man.
Erin Blanchfield kind of called it before, too. She goes, I don't know if she's going to make it the fight.
Yeah, if I'm Erin, I wouldn't fight her either. I'm like, nah, I ain't taking that risk.
Yeah.
No, not a chance. Not a chance. Remember when UFC kept trying to make Ferguson Khabib happen? It kept falling out, and the UFC's like, all right, I'm out. We're out, man. Forget this. Yeah, if you're a liability, you're missing weight all the time. And that's why the UFC kind of remember they pulled back on Hamzat a little bit too. He kept missing weight. He was getting sick. So like, all right, we're going to chill out on this dude. They'll do it with Maycee Barber too. Who knows what's really going on? Who knows? But, I mean, it was just the cherry on top of a shit pie. Yeah. The whole thing sucked. And then you're like, what? Wasn't good, man. The whole card was trash. Let's take a little break here, kids, because when I started podcasts, it seemed like I had to figure out all on my own: script, setup, filming schedule, logo, studio, guests. My word, was it overwhelming. Every day seemed to introduce a new decision, new problems, needed answers. When you're starting off with something new, it seems like your to-do list keeps on growing. Every day, new tasks. That list can easily begin to overrun your life. Finding the right tool that not only helps you out, but simplifies everything can be such a game changer. For millions of businesses, that tool is Shopify. We use it for Drive Fast All Gas. We've used them for years. They are the best. Cha-ching! Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. from household names like Mattel, Gymshark, Drive Fast All Gas, brands that are just getting started. They're the best. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. And the best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to process and returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into cha-ching with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial. Start selling today at shopify.com/Schaub, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Schaub, all lowercase. Cha-ching! But this weekend's card's better. Dude, first full week in Austin, and I get gifted a UFC pay-per-view. Nothing better. Nothing better. I'll tell you how my Saturday's going to go. Monster Jam during the day. Monster Jam during the day with Basti, and then UFC pay-per-view at night, and dogs are on the grill. Man, sign me up, dude. Dad life. Nothing better. Nothing better. And it's a good card. You're fired, Brian. It's a great card. It's it's not gonna blow you. It's not gonna blow you, but it's worth the money. Merab Sugar that's the fight to make. Anyone be like, oh, the only reason they give it to Sugar is because he's they want to be a star again, but it's the right fight to make. Merab's beat everybody else. I don't mind the fight. Also, if you're thinking that Merab versus Sugar is going to go just like it did the first time, you're so sorely mistaken. Not a chance. Because remember, Merab has gotten better since they last fought, but also Sugar basically was fighting with one arm. He didn't have a shoulder. He had shoulder surgery. He's completely revamped his camp. He's gotten serious. Because for a long time, these guys get by, being these larger-than-life rock stars, and Sugar was that guy out in the club, drinking, smoking weed nonstop. Let me tell you something about weed. I don't give a fuck who tells you that it's great for you. You can't get to where you want to go if you're going to smoke weed all the time. You just can't. It's a discipline thing. You can't. I know the benefits. I feel more creative on it. Shut up. You weren't creative in the first place. If you need that to get creative or to train, get the fuck. What are you talking about? No, it's a crutch. It's a crutch. The elite of the elite aren't doing that shit. They're not. Name one. Go ahead. Name one in professional sports that smokes weed nonstop and is the best at what they do. Nothing, right? Nothing. Not in the NFL. There's no balling quarterback smoking weed all the time. Not in the NBA. Maybe the NBA is a little more, like that, but not really. Not really. Not doing it all the time, smoking before games and all that shit. Now, you guys are going to throw out some examples. You guys are yelling at your car stereo right now going, oh, well, Antonio Brown said he used to drink before. I get it. I'm talking about the best ever do it. The absolute elite of the elite don't do it, man. They don't do it. The Kobe's of the world, the Tom Brady's, they don't do it. They don't do it. They just don't do it. Jon Jones, I'm sure, smokes weed. He's not doing it all the time like Nate Diaz or some shit. You just can't. It also makes you dumber. Let's take a little break here because UFC 316 is here. Get in all the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. It's a huge night of fights, headlined by Merab Dvalishvili in the rematch, and you got a healthy Sugar. Take my money. And if you're new to DraftKings, here's your shot at cashing in right now. New customers bet $5 to get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code SCHAUB. That's code SCHAUB for new customers to get $300 bonus bets if your bet wins. When you bet just $5 buckaroos, only on DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
So I'm proud of Sugar Sean changing his ways, getting more disciplined. He got off social media. He was a big social media guy, right? Paying attention to all that just toxic gossip all the time about him. And he had a huge platform. He still does, and he'll go back and forth, but he's making all the right steps to become champion again. Now, that being said, Sean O'Malley at 100%, is he good enough to beat Merab? It's a lot to ask. Merab is a complete nightmare. He has the best weapon in all of combat sports ever. He has the best cardio to ever do it in any weight class. So you're dealing with a guy that doesn't get tired, shoots relentlessly nonstop. So it's a tough, tough task for Sugar Sean, even at 100%. But all I'm saying, if there is a guy to beat him, it's a guy like Sugar who has precise striking and can time when Merab comes in. Is Merab going to get him down? 100%. Unless Sugar just pulls something off like he did against Aljo, and lands one early. But in 25 minutes, with a healthy Sugar, a focused Sugar, if anyone's going to get it done, it's either him or it's Cory Sandhagen. Those are the two guys who can beat Merab. Outside that, there's nobody even close who's going to beat Merab. Not a chance. So these are his two toughest tests. A healthy Sugar, which that last one, throw out. That does not matter. You could tell something was off about Sugar. Yeah, he didn't have a fucking shoulder. So it's going to compromise him in the striking, in the takedown defense. But again, he's going to get taken down. Guarantee it. But he has a much better chance now to win and put his best foot forward. Now that he's doing all the things right. Took it serious, took his time, didn't rush, had surgery, shoulders 100%. He gets the timing down. He saw the way Merab fought him the first time. And it's not like Merab can switch up his game plan and decide to stay on the feet with him. He'll get starched. On the feet, Sugar has just as advantage as Merab does on the ground. So it's, polarizing completely different styles. But Sugar, he's a guy who could get it done. It's a big if, but he can get it done. So that first fight, I don't care. I know they fought and everyone's upset he got the rematch. I don't because it's a 100% healthy focus Sugar Sean, and that's what makes me excited. I think he can get it done. Tough though. Merab's so goddamn good. So damn good. Co-main event, it's cool. The women's division, there's not a lot. If Kayla beats Juliana Pena, there's not a lot. But I also don't think Kayla Harrison has a lot left in the tank either. Cutting that weight is a complete nightmare for her. She's so malnourished when she gets in there. She looks slower. Her first fight in the UFC against Holly Holm, she looked fantastic. Her last fight, you saw some holes in her game a little bit. I think it's just a weight cutting issue. If there's another weight class where there's more people for her, I think she would be the best ever. But it is what it is. She has to fight at this weight class. But also, Kayla Harrison's like minus 2,000? She started off crazy. The odds are fucking
625 right now.
Minus 625. She started off, I want to say in the thousands, damn near 2,000. But listen, Juliana Pena, is she the greatest grappler? No. Is she the greatest striker? No. but she's just tough as nails, and she's pretty good at everything, but she's just tough. She's just tough. The problem is, so is Kayla Harrison, and she's great at one thing. Juliana's not great at one thing in particular. She's great at winning and finding a way to get it done, and she's fearless. That's her superpower. She can take punishment. She's tough as nails, but toughness will only take you so far, and it's taken her to, the champion. She beat Amanda Nunes, for God's sakes. But if you match up toughness for toughness, Kayla Harrison's right there. But she's super dominant on the ground. The issue that you're going to have with this pay-per-view, if you want something to hate on, is if Merab wins, if the two favorites win, if Merab wins and Kayla Harrison wins, you're getting 50 minutes of lay and pray. Straight up. 50 minutes. And with the timeouts, the commercials, the rounds, the minute between the rounds, you're getting an hour of lay and pray. Kayla Harrison, not a finisher. Merab, not a finisher. If they win, you're getting 60 minutes of what most of the fan base hates. And you paid for it. People are going to be pissed. People are going to be pissed. But if Sugar wins, they're going Sizzler. Because he can only win by knockout. And the rest of the fights on the card are fun. The rest of the fights should be the reason you buy it. The rest of the fights are action-packed. You got Kelvin Gastelum, Joe Pyfer, insane fight. Remember, this was supposed to happen in Mexico. Pfeiffer got freaking diarrhea or whatever, ate some bad tacos or something, got food poisoning. But this is a great fight. Extremely tough fight for Kelvin Gastelum. He's not a middleweight. He's small for middleweight. His best days are behind him. He does have a great chin, but Joe Pyfer is a huge middleweight and hits like a fucking heavyweight. It's a nightmare of a matchup for Kelvin. Probably the best matchup on the card. I like Mario Bautista and Patchy Mix. Be interesting to see what they do with Patchy Mix, because if he wins this one, even though the main event is Merab and Sugar, unless Patchy absolutely mollywops Bautista, he's still one away from a title shot. So I think he'd have to beat Mario, and then he's going to have one more and then get a title shot. Then Vicente Luque and Kevin Holland's a fun fight. Whenever Kevin Holland fights, take my money. He's fun. They're good fights, man. They're good fights. Rest of the card's decent. Prelims, decent. Nothing to blow your hair back. Yeah, take my money, man. Take my money. So taking another little break here, kids, and we'll jump right back in the UFC 316 breakdown. This episode of the Schaub Show from Austin is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little money there, hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for your car insurance, and they'll help you find the options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states. Progressive. What else you got, Jen?
Alrighty. So BJ Penn, you know, obviously we talked about it. He put you in one of his things too, right?
Yeah.
About like
where he thought it was Aaron Hernandez.
Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of stuff's been happening. So there's this video that came out where his mother's saying, hit me. I'll just play it for you real quick. Anyway, he's been arrested 3 times in the last 6 days from the first arrest, but he's on bail now. But he's going like wild, and there's video footage of him getting arrested here.
Yeah, I saw the one. He's on the bed, super chill with his wiener in the air.
It's so like
Just letting his nuts hang. He's just on the bed, and he knows the cops. And he's like, you need to call that. Like, what are you guys doing? You're arresting me for harassment? Like, what are you guys talking about? Mm-hmm. But I think they're just trying to help him, man. I don't know. It's tough to watch. This is when social media sucks.
Yeah. Dude, he thinks everyone's fake. It's such a bad. I don't know how do you fix that?
Listen, the CT doesn't help, but that ain't all CT. I've told you guys this before. That's more than that. Eesh. This can't end well. Unless he gets help,
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the cops are taking him out there, but yeah, he's on bail right now.
Let's see. In Hawaii, imposter theft refers to instances where individuals falsely impersonate others, often to steal their identity and commit fraudulent acts. This can evolve using a fake identity to obtain out.
That's another thing too. This is a lot of this is about finances, right? His mother has money. He says that she's keeping the money from him. He says that she's keeping the money from him or something like that.
Says Penn has been claiming for a month that his mother and 2 brothers are missing and have had their identities stolen by federal agents in an attempt to steal their family's fortune. Jesus Christ.
Accusing his high school girlfriend, stealing his phone, cash, and flashlights. This is so crazy, man.
That's a bummer, man.
Yeah. This was just weird, but fans launched the change.org thing, a petition to have Jon Jones stripped for his title, and it got over 150,000 signatures. It's not going to do anything.
It's
but
up
that's
to 170,000 now.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything, but it's wild how many people actually participated in it.
I bet it goes over 200,000 now. Because you see Errol Hawani's news? Oh, wow.
Which one?
Errol came out and said apparently the UFC, Jon's not going to fight. Because apparently the UFC agreed to the money that Jon was asking for, and he was like, no. So Jon turned it down.
Jon turned down what he asked for.
Yep. He just doesn't want to fight. Yeah, and it becomes this thing now, and you see Conor, we love Conor, but you'll see Conor do it to stay relevant. They'll be like, no, I'm coming back, just to keep him in the news, and they just keep delaying, keep saying it. Then eventually the fan base goes, we're good, man, Mm-hmm. So with Jon, that's kind of what's going on. So Jon Jones gave them a number. They met that number. He said, thanks, but no thanks. That's what happened.
Wow.
But he doesn't want to, Jon's not going to come out and say that because he probably has obligations, signings, appearances. And if you're retired, that kind of, not that he can't still do them, but that money goes down, So, but once this is out, it's like, oh, okay, we got to move on. And poor freaking Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, because it's for his legacy. He wants to be considered absolutely the number one best heavyweight of all time.
You got to move on, though. I said that from the very jump. You gotta move on. It's over, dude. What's this?
So speaking of Jon Jones, John McCarthy, Big John McCarthy, back in the day, said that there was a commissioner that was a jiu-jitsu guy, and he rolled.
So this is Big John. He goes, I went into Jon's locker room. He's bouncing around having a good time. Says, I've got a question for you. Says, I need somebody. There's an individual there. The individual is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and was working for the commission. He says, someone get on the ground with me. So this guy, being a ground guy, says, yeah, I'll do it for you. I know how to roll. So he goes down and says, put me in guard. And Jon decides to do a sexual act on him.
He doesn't go into what that sexual act is, but anyway.
Jon was saying, what if I do this? This isn't illegal, right? The guy who was on the ground quickly, his eyes went as big as they could. Like, what are you doing? I said, Jon, knock it off. Help the person up. He goes, oh, I'm just joking, but really, what could you do? I could disqualify you for being unsportsmanlike. Go ahead and do it, and let's see what happens. This is why Jon and I never really got along, because I didn't put up with this shit. Coach Greg Jackson comes up and says, Jon, I'm sorry I did that. I said, Greg, it ain't you. He's just a dipshit with a lot of demons.
So a sexual act to a male commissioner.
And that's an extreme definition of a sexual act. Seems like he was fucking around.
I mean, we don't know what if he bit his...
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
There's not much there. There's not a lot of meat on that bone. It's a good story.
All right. Some of these are just going to be kind of silly. How about this one? Did you hear about Cory Sandhagen saying that he actually made $2 million off his OnlyFans?
Every fighter should get on OnlyFans and show their nuts. If that's true. Yeah, I wonder if he's fucking around.
He's
Cory
gotta
Sandhagen's
be,
a
right?
wild boy. I don't know.
As of late, he's been more like silly.
He's been funny.
Yeah.
Trying to be an influencer.
But he did
Is
say,
he for real?
He said he said he hid his dick, but then he would just show his nuts. And I mean, there's a lot of weird people out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of gay dudes who watch
yeah.
UFC, Chan.
I know.
It's guy on guy. A lot of ground game these days.
Ground gay.
Dude, if I'm in the top 15, I'm showing me nuts. My nuts. I wonder if that's did he actually make $2 million?
He said he did, but I don't know.
Let me see the video. Is he joking when he says it?
Hold on.
Swipe to see video.
Give me a second here.
$2 million in a month on OnlyFans? How did you do that? You was busting them out over there? What you was doing?
It was literally just my balls. It was just a bunch of pictures of
Get
my
the
balls.
fuck out of here. You
Yeah.
put your fucking balls on.
Mike's great.
Get out of here. No, you didn't, dude.
I would take my dick out of it and just take pictures of my balls.
I gotta tell my wife, I got some really good balls, dude. My balls would do well on there. That's crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
He's drinking his tequila.
Down in the mountains, busting these mountains down, these Eskimo out there in the hills. That's not what you were doing?
Just my balls.
Just
dude.
your ball? Alright, Mike, let's see the ball. You made two.
I wonder if he actually made $2 million. Corey's not really a guy that bullshits. You know, he's not a guy that like runs with bits. So he might have.
Dude, you can make.
I can't make $2
You can
million.
make. Yeah, you can.
No one wants to
Holy
see my
crap.
butt.
Well, actually, no. After TRT, it's gonna be a little tough.
Yeah, check out these little almonds, baby. Callan can. Well,
Oh yeah, you said.
he has big old balls. I'm not a ball guy. So is size? How does it work? It's just the shape.
They're smooth.
Is it like
maybe?
tits? Like the bigger the better?
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, but tits also, the shape is a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what Callan's problem is? They're red.
What?
What?
They're like almost a maroon.
Maroon? Not.
Yeah, it's like a baboon's. I don't know. Let's talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're talking about finding the kid. I wonder if he actually made $2 million. Because every UFC fighter see, I go, oh, I'm putting my dick on the internet. $2 million.
You can hit him up, right?
Yeah, I could text him
see,
right
yeah.
now. Be like, did you actually make $2 million on your nuts?
That'd be dope if he
Just
actually.
think if you
really did.
showed the shaft, dog.
Yeah.
Last break, kids. Then we're going to drive this episode home. You're going to have some drinks this weekend. Maybe you'll be at Lake Austin, Lake Travis. You're out there on the boats. You're doing the damn thing on the jet skis. You're having some beers. You're having some drinks, some wobbly pops with the boys. Or maybe your new neighbors invite you over to play some freaking tee golf and whiskey. And you're like, man, I don't know. I got a busy day tomorrow. Well, what if I told you you need a Sure Shot, the world's first alcohol detoxifier that reduces blood alcohol content in as little as 30 minutes? This is the real deal, Holyfield. Go ahead and go over your neighbor's house. Have some drinks because you can wake up with a sharper mind and body, liver support, sober up in 30 minutes or less, well-being boost, gut support, hydration. Just go to sureshot.com. Use the promo code Brendan. You get 10% off. Order your local Bevmo. There's a ton of them here in Texas. Local Bevmo, Amazon, TikTok shop. They're all over. It's Sure Shot. Have that drink on me.
All right. This is Jon Anik kind of revealing. I don't know if he's joking, but he's revealing that Belal Muhammad would fight Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Great
in October.
freaking fight.
How do you feel about poor Belal?
How do I? Well, I'm glad that he has an undisputed UFC welterweight championship belt at
doesn't
home, and
kill
I'm
me.
glad that he's married to the game. And we'll see what Shavkat Rakhmonov has for him in October. Okay, Belal versus Shavkat in October. There's your breaking news. All right, would you rather?
Yeah, that wasn't a joke. No, that's happening.
Okay.
That's a great freaking fight. It's a tough fight for Shavkat, too. He struggled with Ian Gary. If you struggle with Ian, Belal might have something heavy for you,
Yeah.
especially if he gets on your back.
Alrighty, and this is just in talks or in the works. Michael Morales, who like pretty much just dominated Gilbert Burns, He'll be fighting, or apparently he'll be fighting Leon Edwards.
Man, they're just doing Edwards dirty, man. That's a tough fucking fight. Morales is a problem.
Yeah, and I'll show you a video of him later. But
This is how it goes. I mean, this is how it goes. You become champ, and then you stick around a little long, and then eventually, like, all right, here's these fucking monsters, these young lions. That's how it goes for everybody. Leon's, he's on the downhill of the career. That's how it goes. And sometimes they'll surprise him. They throw you another one. Eventually, you get caught.
all right, and I thought this was interesting. I'm not sure if we've ever brought this up before, but apparently Dana White paid Cain Velasquez's bond for $1 million.
That's cool. What's not cool is the greatest heavyweight of all time didn't have the money to pay that. Or maybe he does, and Dana was just doing him a favor to get him out.
All right, bear with me here. I guess this is the first time that they've ever done a referee cam in the UFC. And
It was a bad time to do it, too. That dude was so out
Yeah.
from that choke.
yeah, so that's the image of the referee cam.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Okay. This is Jon Jones joking, I'm sure, but so he was asked like, who would his dream team be if he would have, fight people, and he picked Yoel, Alex Pereira, and Tom Aspinall.
Well, then do it. You knock out 2 of the 3?
No, like to be on his side to. Like,
Oh. All right. That's a pretty good team.
Which one's this? Oh, yeah, so this is apparently Michael Morales.
That's not real, is it? Remember what I told you? Remember what I was trying to say? That can't be him.
Everyone says it is.
Play the video for me. Was he a streetwalker there? It definitely looks like him.
Yeah,
Maybe he's doing like a bit or something.
maybe.
Maybe it's like a comedy bit. He plays a streetwalker. Said this dude 18-0, undefeated in the UFC, and just dog walked Gilbert Burns. How much for a ZJ? Or no, what's a ZJ? If you got to ask, you can't afford it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Told you he's a wild boy. Tried telling you guys this 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so there's another antitrust lawsuit, and Phil Davis. Remember Phil Davis? He was on Big Brown Breakdown.
Yeah, I remember.
And Misha Cirkunov, they're both part of another antitrust lawsuit for the UFC.
Yeah, they're trying to say the UFC manipulated the
Yeah.
market. So if you
They
tried leaving, they would screw the market up.
Monopsony, which is
Yeah, and it sounds like this lawsuit's going to happen in Vegas, where the UFC's based out of, with the same judge. So the UFC's going to be paying some money. I mean, they'll be fine, but they're going to be paying money. They'll lose this one if they can prove that. This one's a little tougher than the other one.
And Alex Caceres, who's been around the UFC for forever. So it's kind of weird. It seems like he's leaving, but he's still on the roster. But he's going to be fighting in Mike Perry's Dirty Boxing. So it seems like he's out of the UFC now.
Maybe. Or he's just like in limbo and negotiating. So he's not under contract, so he's doing that in between.
But Dirty Boxing, he's a great jiu-jitsu guy. And I've totally forgot if Dirty Boxing was like just only boxing.
Yeah, Dirty Boxing is
It's
only
just boxing, okay. Hey, man, I know it's in the title, but still.
It's not called Dirty MMA, right?
All right. So, yeah. That's what's going on with Alex Caceres. And your boy, Stephen Thompson, is going to be fighting this really good fighter, Gabriel Bonfim.
Yeah, again, that's how it goes. These old heads get the young lions. Yeah, it's a fucking problem. I want Donald Cerrone Thompson.
But Donald's, who knows if he's coming back, right?
He didn't have an opponent yet. That's what they should have done.
And I saw these pictures of Cain Velasquez because I guess the jail that he's in, they had a car show. And dude, he looks like he's gotten so much bigger.
Hell yeah, man, stress. Didn't they have car shows in prison, though?
I know, right?
Featured cars from local car clubs. Huh. Go out and hunt you and say a lot of low riders. You know what I'm saying? Which I appreciate. Not my cup of tea, but the work they do on them is cool.
Yeah. Not a ton of TRXs and stuff.
No.
Josh Thompson said that he was actually in talks with some promotion to do a boxing match with Nate Diaz, but it kind of just fell apart.
Love Josh. I don't want to see that.
He said he was actually down to do it, but he would do boxing, but not MMA because MMA has some, all
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, not much else unless we hear some bout announcements.
Get me out of here, man. Start going to lightweights. I'm out.
All right. I don't know if you would continue talking about the.
No, I mean, we covered UFC 316.
Yeah, so
that's this Saturday, baby.
That's pretty much
First
it then.
full week in the house and a UFC pay-per-view and Monster Jam. Take my money. Enjoy UFC 316, kids. First one's done. First one's in the bank. So that's what it is, baby. We're up and running. Bare bones right now. We'll keep working on it. But we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, man. So thank you guys for sticking through. And all the way from LA to Austin, Texas, man. We're doing the damn thing. The giveaway truck is still live. Go to drivefastallgas.com. It ends in August. For Father's Day, we got special edition Diesel Dad merch dropping. I think it's available right now. I get my stuff today, so I'll be shooting a bunch of promos for it. But you'll see it out there. Diesel Dad available right now. DriveFastAllGas.com. That's it, kids. All right, we love you. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Austin, Texas. Thanks for being so nice to me. And like, subscribe, do all the things. We're out, kids. Love you.